that we've proven how these units of liquid volume relate to each other, let's actually apply it to a real situation. So let's take a look at this problem. Serena needs to make 3 gallons of lemonade for the lemonade sale. She has a powder mix that makes 350 fluid ounces. How can she decide if she has enough powder mix? So let's take what we've learned and try to solve this problem. So we know from our previous lessons we could use a bar model, we could use a table, a number line. In this case, let's think about what's most efficient. I know I'm going from fluid ounces to gallons. So if I look at my resource that I've got, so if you look either at this sheet here or the previous one, and this one here, and we look at that third quadrant over here on the left, or if we look at this one, we know that in a gallon there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 cups just in a quart. So I know there's 16 cups in a whole gallon, and that doesn't even get to fluid ounces. There's 8 fluid ounces in that cup. So if I'm thinking what would be most efficient out of my strategies, a number line is probably not the most efficient. Using a bar model is probably not the most efficient here. So let's think about using a table, right? So let's take this information that we've got here. And let's prove, here we go. Let's take the information that we've got here and let's prove that a table is most efficient. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by thinking, okay, well, if there are, let's see, 16 cups in 1 gallon, and then I know that there are 8 fluid ounces in 1 cup, how do I figure out how many fluid ounces are in 1 gallon? And you're probably thinking, all right, well, let me do 16 cups times those 8 fluid ounces, because I'm going to have 8 fluid ounces 16 times, right? So if I do that, I might need to go off to the side and write that vertically for myself. You know that 6 times 8 is 48. Oops. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 4 is 12. So now you've got 128 fluid ounces in 16 cups, which you know is equivalent to 1 gallon. So I know there's 128 fluid ounces in 1 gallon. So now let me start setting up my table. When I do that, I'll probably put fluid ounces on one side and gallons on the other side. Now I know in 1 gallon, there's 128 fluid ounces. In 2 gallons then, I know I need to multiply 128 by 2. And when I do 8 times 2, I get 16. I regroup my 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, and 2 times 1 is 2. So I see in 2 gallons, there's 256 fluid ounces. I'm going to keep going because it says that she needs to make 3 gallons of lemonade, right? And I know that I have 350 fluid ounces. So let's see, in 3 gallons then, I'll need to do 128. Let me move myself so you can see. 128 multiplied by 3. And if we do that, 8 times 3 is 24. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 2 is 8. And 3 times 1 is 3. That's 384. Now, we need to go back to our problem. She has a powder mix that makes 350 fluid ounces. How can she decide if she has enough powder mix? Well, what could we do next to compare these numbers? We have 384, which is what she needs, and 350 is what she has. So I can compare those two numbers by using my inequality symbols. I know that 384 is greater than 350, so the answer to this problem would be that she can decide if she has enough by comparing these numbers, and when she compares them, she finds that no, she does not have enough, right? So my answer would be Serena does not have enough lemonade mix. All right. So there's a real life application and kind of a step-by-step process of what you could do with your knowledge that you have about how these different units relate to each other in order to solve real life problems. All right, I can't wait to see the work that you guys are going to do, and I can't wait to see all the awesome things that you'll have to share. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.